grosselmedia.com.
Now through Sunday at Sam Goody, and have we ever done this? We've never done this.
I have never done. I've never been up. I haven't been up here in so long.
Steve.
Everything is bulletproof.
Yeah, it's a heavy security downstairs.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to get up here and then you got to talk to 80 people.
There's been a few things in the past that have happened that have contributed to this.
A lot of people is upset.
Yeah, and it's better now. For a minute, it was really bad. Really bad. But it's good to see you.
Nah, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to have a chance to be heard, you know.
So wait, have you ever done, you had to have done radio interviews and stuff before? No?
Ad-libs, talking in the back, you know.
But never like...
No, never.
You've been in the news? You've been in the...
Yeah, but always print.
Okay.
Never on the radio talking about...
You feel weird right now?
Nah.
You like it? You feel like comfortable?
I can't like it too much. It's good. It's good. It's good to get a chance to, you know, voice how you feel.
Voice some opinions, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so let's just introduce you to people and give people a little a Steve Stoute history so they could kind of know who you are, what you do, where you come from.
Come from
briefly.
Steve Stoute from Queens.
He's Steve Stoute from Queens.
Steve Stoute from Queens. I started with Kid and Play.
Shut up! Did you? I never knew that.
Nah, you knew that.
I swear I didn't know you started with Kid and Play.
Nah, yeah,
what were you, the manager?
No, I first started as the guy making sure the hotel check-in was smooth.
Road manager.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then it went on to management and then moved on past there.
And that one was the first big job.
I had a job over at RCA as an A&R guy. I mean,
okay.
It was a big job. It was a big job to me. You know, nobody in the industry felt that way, but
right.
You know, I felt that way.
And right now, what is your official title?
I'm the chairman and founder of Translation, a marketing company.
Which is your company.
Yeah, and also a partner in Carol's Daughter, which is a skincare company.
You and Jay and Will Smith.
Jay, Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's
but
what I do.
the history is, you know, what was
There's
it?
a lot of things in between.
Black music at Interscope.
At Interscope and Sony before that, and management, Nas and Mary, and the Trackmasters and everything we do with Trackmasters.
I just want people to know who you are, somebody who's not in the business. This is people listening to the radio, they're not in the business. So I want them to know before we start, when you have an opinion on stuff.
Nah, but you just act, if you ask me, if this is making money, I'm probably involved somehow, some way in the last 10 years.
You made a lot of money in this business, haven't you, Steve?
I did really well. I did really, I'm proud to say that I've done really well by playing my position.
Okay, I remember you were managing Nas. Dame Dash and Jay-Z were starting Rockefeller, and I remember being in a club, and you and Damon were arguing in the club about who was better at the time. Loud for everybody to hear.
Yeah.
For everybody in the area to hear.
Yeah.
You were like, "You crazy, Nas, blah, 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 blah." And Jay, I think it was early, maybe Jay's, it was like first album.
It was absolutely
Jay.
Reasonable Doubt.
And Dame, I remember you, I mean, it was friendly, but you was top of your lungs arguing about who was better at the time.
That was, it's funny. I don't know if that passion about music is the way it was back then in the 95. I mean, you had Biggie going crazy, Jay coming on the scene, acting like he's been on the scene for years, Nas on the second album, making it happen, Wu-Tang. It was a lot of hot things going on, and it was a lot of passion around the music, and I was yelling. I was absolutely yelling.
Loud.
No, absolutely loud. And saying Nas is the best in the world, everything.
So how do you then become, I know business is one thing and who you manage, but over the years, you and Jay have become very good friends, right? Mm-hmm. While you were still managing Nas, while they were going through their whole thing, right?
Yeah.
How weird was that?
Extremely. It's extremely weird. And
so you managed Nas. They're in an all-out war at the time. I mean, not, physical war, but, rap war at the time.
Yeah, rap war.
And you're friends with Jay and you manage Nas.
Mm-hmm.
Were you trying to make it nice or what were you doing?
I mean, I didn't want it to go. I was surprised when it got to where it got to. I wasn't involved with any of the behind the scenes, what was going on. I had knowledge of rumors, etc. But when it all came to a point and it was like an issue, it was news to me. It was like it was to everybody else. And then when that issue came in, I mean, it was like, who's better that? But when it actually really happened, it was something to see. And it put me I didn't feel like I was in a tough position because my relationship with Jay is one of honesty. That is business, and Nas is going to do what he has to do. Nas is going to write his rhymes, and they're going to do what they have to do, and they're going to end it the way it ends. It was never going to get physical. I feel like there was always a respect for one another's lyrical ability. So I never felt like.
So you're not surprised that for it to come around full circle around to this point where they've publicly squashed it.
I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy. I'm happy and surprised at the same time because when you got that level of talent and how big Jay is right now, I mean, no one has to do it.
Right.
No one had to do. They could have just left it the way it is, and whatever they felt about one another kept it to itself. But I thought it was important and really smart for Jay to publicly say, you know what, this is all behind me, and move on to
I think so too. Oh man, I have a million questions for you today, and there is a rumor I'm sure you've heard buzzing around that you were one of the people that were organizing a group to purchase the Source, and I definitely want to ask you about that. I want to ask you about some of your predictions about some of the things that are going on in the business, and I'm sure there's some people.
Ask me about anything. What
also,
music, what's going
there's
on?
some
Where
news.
the money's at? Who ain't got no money?
Yeah, you want to talk about
anything,
that?
I don't.
What are you worth, Steve?
What am I worth?
Yeah, like what are you worth? And you know how they do the magazines and they say, oh, this is the top Fortune magazine. This guy's worth approximately. What would it say next to Steve Stoute?
Wow.
Approximately.
That's a heavy question.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's I like saying who got and who don't got rather than.
You don't want to talk about you?
No, you can talk about me. I got. No, I'm on the got side.
You're on the got side?
No, I'm absolutely on the got side.
So you'll tell me today who's got and who doesn't got?
Is
that what you're going to say to me?
Absolutely.
Really?
1,000%.
I love this.
Let's go.
I live for this.
Come on.
Excellent. Okay, Steve Stoute is in the building. That was just the introduction. Now it'll get fun. 1-800-223-9797 if you have some questions. Buster's number 4 today. How about Buster? Buster's number 4 today. Has he got?
Oh, you starting too fast. Hold on.
All right, I'll give you a second.
Buster's in transition. Let's go.
He's number 4 today on Hot 97. Oh, man, that was 50. What was that number?
Number 2.
Number 2 today on Hot 97. Official number 1, Steve Stoute is in the building today.
The commissioner,
Steve Stoute, is in the building today.
AKA Liquid.
AKA
Liquid Cash.
He got paper. He didn't tell me exactly how much. I did ask for the number. He weaseled his way out of answering the question.
No, we defined it. We defined it down. We got it down to liquid. Because all of that worth, and then it starts going in. Anybody, what's worth? I could say Carol's daughter's worth anything. You could put a figure on it.
Worth is not a real number.
Yeah, it's liquid.
So listen. So liquid is what? Liquid is what you have in the bank.
Tomorrow morning, pull it out.
Tomorrow morning.
It's not in your house. It's not. It's either in your house,
or it's in the bank, or
it's either physically in your house, and you can pull it out. Cash, or you can get it pulled out accounts. You got to get it out tomorrow morning. You can't refinance your crib. You can't. You got to get it out quick, fast.
You can't ask for a loan.
You can't call your man. You can't call your man's man. There's none of that.
Okay. So what do we decide? Ebro just walked in, so because we all love this kind of talk. Because we're interested. We want to know. So we figured $5 million, right?
$5 million. Can you get $5 million?
Can you get $5 million tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, $5 million.
You tell me if these people could get $5 million tomorrow morning, Steve.
Pull it out.
I'm assuming just off the top for the average listener, you could $5 million tomorrow morning could get out. Could you?
Yes, of course.
By far. How many times over? All right, I'll leave you alone. Okay. Let's go, Chris Lighty.
Absolutely.
Let's go, Baby, Cash Money.
Look good.
Him and his partner, his
Baby,
brother.
Cash Money. Baby. Can he pull it out tomorrow? $5 million.
Nah, that's a tough one.
No. Okay, Little John. Tomorrow, could he?
Nah, but hold on, he not right now, not right now, but he's absolutely on his way. Like he can't pull it out cash right now.
That's a no.
Okay, I'm just okay. Hold on, you gotta.
Come on,
Okay. However, you got it. There's guys who have caveats, nah.
this is not what they're worth or their company's worth or what they could be worth in 5 years. We're talking about right now. You said take it out tomorrow morning. Dame Dash.
Can you get the money out on Friday?
Okay, on Friday. Dame Dash. Personal feelings aside.
Nah, I'm just trying to figure it out. I mean, I'm just trying to, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Master P.
Yes.
Yes.
He absolutely held on there.
Hammer.
Nah, come on.
I don't know. He made a lot of money at one point. I don't know what he did with it. Ludacris.
I would hope so. I can't answer that question for sure. I would hope so.
You would hope so, but you don't know.
I don't know.
Movies.
We're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, though, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Funkmaster Flex.
No.
No. Alicia Keys.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Anybody else in G Unit?
No.
Combined.
How come I can't combine Baby and his brother? You see what you're doing? Yo, you are too much. Let's go to something now. Let's talk about something now. You are too much. Because now you combining who you want.
Yes, it's my show. Yes. Yes, I can.
The rules are a moving target.
That was fun, Steve. Thank you. Maybe can we pick that up maybe later if we run out of things to talk about?
Add one more name.
One more name.
No,
you have
you
one?
said
Come on, Mr. C. Throw one in
I
there.
just thought of it because he used to manage him. Nas.
Nas. Excellent.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh man.
5 million. Can he take it out tomorrow?
I don't know the answer to that.
What?
No, don't do that. I don't know the answer to that. I cannot answer that question. In all honesty, I cannot answer that question.
On the grounds of what?
On the grounds of I really don't have any. I have not had insight on any of that information for a couple of years.
A couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't had insight on Master P or some of the other ones?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You do because those guys have some of those guys have other businesses that you know are performing well. You can get a read on it.
Jermaine Dupri.
Wow.
Really?
I mean, he just went through something. I mean, yes, though. Yeah, hell yeah. It's Mariah money, Usher money. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Kanye West?
If he can't get it on Friday, he can get it Monday. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
It's around the corner, but not yet.
Yeah. If it ain't Friday, it's Monday.
That means no tomorrow.
No. We already, hold on. No. I said if, come on. I'm crazy. Now y'all just go. Okay, let's
all
go.
right. Speaking of money matters, let me answer me. What's the story with the source thing? We've been hearing all kinds of rumors about the source and what's happening, and I also even went as far as to hear a rumor that you were going to purchase along with some friends. I think it was you. Who was it supposed to be? Steve Stoute, Lady, Will Smith, maybe, or that was the Carol story.
Everybody, you know what it is. A lot of guys who've been doing this for a long time. Myself, Chris, Jay, Russell. I mean, we just really, was fed up with what was going on in the magazine, and it meant so much to a lot of people, and it just went left on everybody. And, whether how you feel about Dave or Dave or his partner, what you do is, you care about the magazine and what it represented. And the fact that these guys blew it and screwed the whole thing up. There's one thing where you want to do it for the opportunity to make money because they screwed it up and you can make money. But also you do it because you care about what that magazine has contributed to hip-hop and the culture of hip-hop. So it's one of those things that, I'm one of those shark kind of guys. If there's an opportunity, I'm going to go in there and make the money. And in this case, it was absolutely partially because of what that magazine does mean to hip hop and what it meant, what it meant at one time.
So, are you gonna maybe buy it?
Yo, the price keeps. I want to buy it, but I want to buy it, but the price keep dropping. I don't even know when to jump in. I might be able to pick it up.
Are you waiting for these dudes, Steve?
For the magazine?
No, for the dudes up there at the magazine.
I mean, Dave is just really, I don't know what happened to him. Kid went to Harvard. He changed his last name. He got fly. You know, I don't know what he did. He blew it. He blew a magazine that was worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And now the court's about to take it from him and give it to John Doe or somebody.
All right, let me get to the number one song.
Yeah.
And then I want you to tell, because you really didn't answer my question really all the way.
No, I can't answer all the, well, hold on.
And I'm curious about some of the history and
okay.
all of that.
You want to go to it now, or you want to hit the number one?
Let me hit the number one, and then we're going
to. We double back. Let's do it.
We could do that?
Let's go.
And I might have forgot a few people on the list, so I might want to.
So who got money, who don't have money.
Yeah,
the Source don't have money. That's for sure.
That'll leave a mark.
Hit it again. That's when you don't have any liquid cash, assets, nothing.
I tell you what, I have $97 in liquid cash to give away to somebody right now if you call 97.
Dave might be calling 97.
Oh!
I also have some number one on Hot 97. Get the dollar.
Nah.
It's Hot 97, official number one. That was number one today. Congratulations. No, that wasn't number one. Was it?
That number one passed.
What was number one anyway?
It was Keisha Cole.
Okay, great. Also, congratulations to Greg who got $97 and some passes to check out 50's new flick and qualifies now for $10,000.
You got to play the 3-6 Mafia record before I leave.
You like that?
That's my new. I like that a lot.
We went long. Otherwise, I would have played that as a bonus for you. But we'll get it on before you go.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Okay, so finish telling me, man. What did you just get here? What is this? What's happening? Tell me about the Source. Are you buying? Or are you?
No. So hold on. I explained to you what was going on, like with the bank situation where.
Steve Stoute is here, by the way.
Yeah,
sorry, excuse me. The commissioner
going in liquid. I was going in for the cash.
You were going in for the cash.
Mm-hmm. Going in and look at it, but the price keeps dropping, so you never know at what point to jump in. Because, like I said, you could pick it up off the floor. There's a bankruptcy situation that everybody's aware of, where they can't pay their debts.
Mm-hmm.
They borrowed money from the bank and they went haywire, and they can't pay their mortgage. So it's a tight situation. It's a sad situation for hip hop because that magazine meant so much. They threw the mics out the window. That was over like 2-3 years ago where they just started giving mics. I think Benzino got 4.5 mics, or as much mics as Outkast, or something crazy, and it was just like people started knowing at that point.
I didn't even know that.
No, yeah, he definitely. I think he had 2 albums that was classics. I mean, you know what I'm saying, like that. So when they start doing that, people start realizing what's going on, and then right after that starts running, then the readership starts running, and then the advertisers start running, and then.
Wow.
The bank starts running in.
So just for the record too, I'm hearing from some inside sources. Shout to allhiphop.com that they're saying, I guess, that this is all not true. That this is not happening in terms of the bankruptcy.
I mean, everything is going to be said allegedly XYZ or whatever, but. I mean, it's public record. Bankruptcy situations are public record. I mean, that there's a courthouse that everyone can go to. In fact, they were in court yesterday dealing with this thing called receivership, where when you don't pay your loans and you operate a business, the bank can actually, when they sue you, the judge can put somebody in to run that asset as a result of the fact that you're mismanaging it. So
wait a minute. So a judge could put whoever he wants in to run Source magazine?
Like
they could put some Joe Schmo
Like
guy.
you could be, like if you're the bank and you're on their list of people that they believe could run that magazine, Angie Martinez could be running the Source tomorrow morning.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get on that list?
Well, the bank does their homework on people who they believe are capable of turning it around.
Right.
Because they lent you money and you're not paying the bills, and they got to find a way to generate income to pay the bills.
So then how does the rumor start that you guys are buying it? So is it open for people to purchase?
I was going into the bank.
To purchase it from the bank.
Because it's public record, I was going in to buy it from the bank. And the bank they was asking for a price. They felt like the magazine will hold its value, but they didn't realize the kind of what they was dealing with, and the situation was under crisis. So then you start seeing the readership going down, no advertising. The magazine is getting...
It's unbelievable to see that.
The magazine is on a diet. Like, there's no ads.
So you're not going to buy it? Or is it something you're still thinking about?
I mean, I got to speak to to my partners and everybody and see if we can restore the feeling. It's all about
Who are your partners? Anybody we know?
I mean, I will pull. I'll absolutely pull Russ in. I'll pull Russell in. I'll pull Jay in. Off the top of it, then there's some other guys behind the scenes who will actually operate it on the day to day that I would, give a piece to and let them.
Doesn't that take away from doesn't it cause the same problem as, I guess, another artist to run it?
No. Look what you're talking. No.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but we're not going to be running it. I mean, we're just going to be owning it. That's their problem. You can own a lot of things. You ain't got to run it. You ain't got to. Rupert Murdoch owns a lot of different things, but that doesn't mean he's using it to promote himself or whatever. You just stay out of it. You just you own it. Don't operate it.
Wow. Steve.
So
that's
I mean,
heavy. That's heavy.
Nah, it's heavy, and the thing that's sad is that they put themselves in a situation. I had my office fax over because I know you didn't believe me when I told you that I actually lent this dude money. I mean, there's a problem.
I didn't know you were going to actually show me proof. Off the air, we were talking before, and he was like, yeah, because I guess they've had problems, and I thought it was just... And he said they were good, that he had lent him money, and I didn't believe him.
Well, you heard last week they were on the other station, and talking about me and what I'm not doing in my business and how I'm not great I'm doing fine. I'm doing swell. I'm on the 5 million plus list. And
so his office faxes over a piece of paper that shows that he
agreement made as of the 24th day of June between Stephen Stoute, a.k.a. Liquid, and David Mays, whereas the lender has previously made various loans to the borrower, and the borrower needs to refinance a loan from Steve Stoute to the amount of $500,000. And
so wait, let me just
because you're
talking. Steve, hold on. So wait, so you lent Dave Mays $500,000?
Yeah.
Are you lending people money like that? I'm just curious. Where do we sign up? Do you writing checks like this, or were you guys friends, or was this like a business loan?
No, what happened was it was a bunch of different things. I was really cool with those guys. I mean, I think it was their second deal, but I actually when I was at RCA, I signed those Ray, and he was in a group. I actually signed. I did, yeah. I signed the group, and I was friendly with those guys. And then when things, if they don't get what they want every single time, I know. Then it's a problem, and that's the problem. It's like enough ain't enough. The guy,
I've been a victim of that.
Well, I sold the guy at my house. I mean, he bought my house. I sold him my. I don't want to say he sold him my house. I sold him my Bentley. I mean, I sold him things. And I lent him cash, and it's a tragedy that has come to this,
Wow, but you just gave me too much information at one time. I feel a little lightheaded at this moment. I might have to go back to my 5 million or not list in a minute just to bring it down. But Mr. C, you filling in for E today? I'm sorry. You're in for E, right? Okay, good. The rush hour is on the way. Steve, you have to stay though for a little bit because I need some more clarity.
I got it.
No, just a few minutes.
I got flights. You
got things to do. You got money to make, right? There's money out there right now that you're missing out on.
Right now, the opportunity is crazy for the money. It's crazy for the money.
Can we, during the rush hour, Mr. C, can we just have 2 minutes to give him a short list before he leaves? You have a couple of names? Okay, great. The rush hour and the list continue with Steve Stoute on Hot 97. We'll be right back. It's Hot 97 Rush Hour, commercial free. Mr. C, the great Mr. C's filling in for DJ Enough today. I don't know where he is, but I'm assuming he'll be back tomorrow for the extended Friday joint.
I like Liquid. I like Liquid Cash.
Liquid Cash.
I love that. That's hot. I like that.
The Commissioner Steve Stoute.
A.K.A. Liquid Cash.
A.K.A. Liquid Cash LC. That's what we call him. It's in the building. A few more names before you leave. Oh, and real quick before we get to that, you know, you were in the news the other day, and there was evidently an altercation with Damon Dash out in front of a club. Was there an altercation?
Nah, it was nothing. It was in the paper. You know, he was being himself.
He called you. He was screaming at you, calling you a snitch, and saying to
look. I'm not. That's a lot of that record industry stuff.
Right.
You know. I'm 35 years old.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to sit inside and argue about what I was or a snitch or what. I mean, that's a ridiculous conversation to have. You know,
you've had a couple of incidents with over the years.
Yeah, I guess I'm a controversial guy. People like me or hate me, and the guys who like me tell you I've made a lot of people a lot of money, man, and I feel good about that. In the interim, I've made money, which is good, but I've stuffed a lot of people's money, pockets with a lot of money. I've done great work, for Jay. I've done great work for Pharrell, Justin Timberlake.
What are you doing that's pissing?
Beyonce. I mean, people who work with me have done great, and I think it's a lot because the people who haven't had a chance, they sit and they look and want to know why. Why is this guy making money? What does he actually do? I don't rap. I don't dance. I just try to, play my part and make people money.
So let me just get this right. Is you hook the talent up with the people with the money? Is that the easy way to put it?
That's the way. Yeah, that's the most simplest way to look at it. There's a lot that goes into that. I'm the guy. I take a lot of credit for turning Reebok around and making people wear Reebok. And
Did you put 50 and Reebok together?
50
and
Jay, yeah, absolutely. Making people feel respectable to wear that again when they would never wear it before.
Could we? I know you have to go. You have to get on plane. There's money out there. There's liquid cash moving around as we speak.
Liquid cash is happening right now.
So before you go, speaking of liquid cash, because we have gotten a few emails and the listeners.
Here we go
There's
again.
a few people that we've left off the list. We played the game earlier. $5 million tomorrow. Liquid cash. Can they get it? This is the game.
You can't refi. You can't borrow.
Not your worth. You might be worth. You could be worth. You can pull out tomorrow. $5 million liquid cash.
Yeah.
These are faxed in. We forgot these names. LL Cool J.
Yes.
Swiss Beats. Tomorrow, $5 million.
That's an iffy one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
That's enough.
He don't sample. There's a lot of publishing money there. He got his couple car businesses.
Tomorrow on Friday.
His publishing is worth a lot of money.
So you don't know.
I'm not sure on that one.
Jay-Z.
Yes.
Yes. Clearly. Irv Gotti.
Nah, not they. I mean, they putting a lot on his head right now, and hopefully he gets through this. I don't think right now.
Not right now. Wow. So then the next one is probably no too. Ja Rule.
I don't know right now. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
If you had to guess right now for tomorrow morning, the $5 million could come out.
Nah. Yes, I think he
yes
can pull
on
it
Ja,
out.
no on Irv.
I mean, they're going through a federal.
No, I get it.
You know those lawyers. It ain't even the thing. I mean, Irv is a talented guy. He could earn $5 million in months. But when you go through what he's going through right now, it's a serious thing. It's costly.
Nelly.
Yeah.
Missy.
Yeah.
Pharrell.
Yes.
Wow. Michael Jackson.
I don't know.
Really?
I do not know if Michael Jackson. I know people are gonna think I'm crazy. Michael, he spent what he went through legally and what his publishing's going through. That's a tough situation, But he could pull out $5 million. He could pull out $5 million, but I definitely don't think it's the liquid cash that everybody would think it is.
Two more. Ready? Cameron.
Nah.
No.
No.
Really?
$5 million?
Tomorrow? No. I don't know.
No.
Last one.
Go ahead.
R. Kelly.
No.
Shut up.
Nah. I mean, he's
publishing all of that publishing money.
The publishing money is heavy, but when you go through a federal, I mean, if you put anybody,
so his legal problems,
you put anybody through that legal situation, and you got to pay those guys in tax, in cash, and you cannot write that money off. That's not like when the man is on you heavy like that. The money you got to pay to stay clean and walk around is excessive, and that's all straight cash.
Unbelievable.
That's straight cash. Look,
wow.
You know what?
I've learned so much today.
It's rough out there. That's why you got to wake up every morning and eat your breakfast and get on your grind.
I'm sorry. I told C I needed like 2 minutes and I went crazy. I love this topic. You should come every day when you don't have something to do. Come up here, C. You'll be like our financial consultant.
And by the way, this list changes if you call everybody after April 15th. So I'll do it on April 16th.
Could we do it again on April 16th?
Right after taxes, April 15th, April 16th, I'll give you the rundown.
Okay, and so as it stands, just to wrap it up, thank you for coming by. So this was a very interesting show today.
Thank you for having me.
As it stands, just on the Source thing, are you? Because I still didn't really have clarity.
Am I buying the Source magazine?
Yes.
The Source magazine is absolutely an option for anyone who's willing to write the check. Anybody can buy it.
How much is the check?
I think you can absolutely buy the Source for $15 million.
So any 3 people on that list that
anybody 3 people on the list could buy that magazine. However, anybody could buy the Source. The problem is the price you purchase it at. You don't want to purchase it and then it keeps dropping in value. So you got to really go in at the right time, like anything else. When the getting's good, you got to go get it. And I think that's what I'm waiting for, to find out when it really hits the bottom. It's there. It's not all. It's almost there.
Okay, we'll be watching.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm staying tuned. Stay tuned. And leave those faxes here, please.
Okay, you got it.
Can we have a one time for Steve Stoute? The commissioner, LC Liquid Cash, for coming through today.
Thank you.
You got a new name and everything on the show. It's the Rush Hour. Mr. C, Hot 97.
grusselmedia.com